wanna look at my maps?
You know what, Mijo, maybe later. Mateo and I need to discuss some things. Why don't you go in there and play with Angie?
Can we play some ball sometime?
I hope so. Hey, Max. Oh.
Do you need any more proof? Do you doubt that he is your son?
No. I looked into his eyes and I saw my father. My sister Maria. I saw myself. It's the weirdest feeling, Raquel. I had no idea that my child would be that beautiful.
Max is beautiful because he grew from our love. He came from our love. Max is a wonderful, wonderful little boy. He's trusting and he's loving. And he even dreams about a man that he has never met, his father. Are you ready to make his dreams come true? Do you want to be a father to our son?
It's not gonna bounce, but you can cash it here at the station if you don't believe me.
No, it's really not that. I didn't expect that.
What? That I could be one of the good guys?
You're just the last person I thought that would cut me a break.
Well, I owe you. I did trick you into marrying the princess. And you deserve better, I might add.
Jillian and I both made our mistakes.
Well, I've made mistakes too. I didn't learn from Adam, the master manipulator. Gets involved in people's lives and, it can get messy.
Well, it's nothing I can't clean up.
I know, but I do apologize. And when you look at the big picture, I guess it could have been worse. I mean, you could have really fallen for her, right?
Me? Come on, no way.
Well, I hope you mean that. Because there's nothing worse than being in love with someone you'd rather not be in love with.
Yeah, well, Cupid's darts bounce right off my chest.
I see. Well, if one happens to penetrate your manly armor, I do hope it's the real thing.
Why are you doing this?
Well, I can hardly sit still while my niece is in surgery.
I mean, keeping Dixie away from Tad.
It's not your business to question my motives.
I disagree. I went out on a pretty large limb for you. I deserve to know why I took such a chance.
You'd slit your grandmother's throat to get ahead.
I won't make apologies for being ambitious.
Well, got your money's worth. Just leave me alone.
Your niece is very ill. It seems incredibly cruel that you would keep her away from the one guy she's obviously in love with.
You don't know what the devil you're talking about.
She's been calling out for Tad ever since she got here.
She was delirious.
She made it clear before she became ill that she planned to reconcile with Tad.
Then her collapse was a blessing in disguise.
Your niece is fighting for her life.
With proper medical care, she is going to beat this. Tad Martin is more insidious than any disease. She's far better off without him.
Who's to say?
I'm to say, damn it. How he wormed her way back into her good graces, I'll never know. But I refuse. I absolutely refuse to sacrifice my only family, one that's left, to that philandering swine.
You have a wife waiting for you back in Pine Valley.
Yeah.
And a son.
Opal, she's suing for divorce. She's trying to throw me out of my own home.
Yeah, well, what about your daughter, Nina?
Nina?
Yeah.
Now, you do your homework, don't you? Well, Nina doesn't need me, but Dixie does. She's had so little happiness in her young life. Why can't she have a little joy, a little happiness? Is that too much to ask?
Mr. Cortland, Dixie has pulled through the procedure beautifully. I've inserted a shunt to relieve the pressure and to drain the blood.
Then she's going to be all right.
I've started her on platelets and some clotting medications. She will be in recovery for a while, ICU a few more days, but barring any unforeseen complications, I say the crisis has passed.
Complications?
No, I don't anticipate any. But if you need me, you know where to find me.
Where the devil do you think you're going?
Back to Pine Valley.
No. You can't go because Dixie needs you.
Nonsense. Dixie's physician is one of the best.
I don't want one of the best. I want the best.
Well, I'm flattered, really. But I've done all I can.
Now, what can I do to convince you? How does Chief of Staff, Pine Valley Hospital, what does that sound like as an incentive?
Mr. Cortland, are you trying to bribe me?
I assume there's a cloud attached to this silver lining.
Oh, you got it,
Increased
Ace.
job responsibilities.
Absolutely.
All right, well, just give me the breakdown.
No, you know what? We'll sit down later. We'll discuss it. Want to build your tolerance up slowly. I don't want you going into shock on me.
Thanks, love. Don't suppose maybe I could cut out early today?
I don't think so. And turn on the monitor on your way out. I want to see how our happy trio is doing.
Okay.
Now, Star, come on, you got to admit, there's a lot of people out there think love is a fool's game. Have you ever heard the expression, once bitten, twice shy?
Well, gee, Tad, why don't you tell us how you really feel?
The thought of a world without love depresses me, Tad. It inspires me. It fuels the arts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's not forget Romeo and Juliet. There was a real upbeat piece. And what about The English Patient, all right? Perfect, it's perfect. That's supposedly great date material, correct? Guy starts the movie falling in love, ends the movie looking like a California raisin.
Tad, I had no idea you were such a cynic.
I'm not a cynic. I'm just a realist, that's all. Life and experiences put me right. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing more messy than what we go through trying to convince ourselves that there's someone out there we just can't live without.
Oh, come on. You don't think that life is much more or has much more meaning when there's someone special to share it?
No, you know what? I have a very full life. I have a very exciting life and a rich life and a rewarding life, and I have no man on the horizon. As a matter of fact, as of this moment, I am swearing off of men. Altogether.
Do I need to call Barbara? Because if Erica Kane is announcing on national television that she's switching sides, baby, she will want the interview.
Oh, no, of course not. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that.
I guess if I've been married as many times as Erica Kane, it may sour me on love and commitment.
I have been totally committed to each and every husband I have ever had at the time I married them.
Not to cross-examine you, but what, in your opinion, went wrong?
Men have just made it impossible. It's as simple as that.
Excuse me.
And it took you how many marriages to discover that?
Well, I am an incurable romantic. That's true. But I'll tell you what I have learned. I have learned that I will never, ever put my own fate, my own personal happiness into anyone else's hands but my own.
I never thought I'd see the day, but I am firmly with Eric on this one. For instance, have you two seen this movie, An Affair to Remember?
Can't watch it, don't want to see it again.
Why not?
Well, because at the end, I'm surrounded by tear-soaked, shredded tissues. I'm furious with Cary Grant. What kind of man would do something like that? Give up so easily?
Just a second. Give me a break here. I mean, how was he supposed to know that Deborah Carr had an accident?
Because when you're in love with somebody, I mean really in love with somebody, you're supposed to intuit things like that.
Erica, you are so right.
I think you two have been reading too many dime store novels. I may not be the great Kreskin, but I will tell you this much. If you are ever tempted to wait for somebody at the top of the Empire State Building, you better run like hell for the exit because you are about to get your heart broken.
Now you know why I had to come and find you. And when I did, why the timing had to be right. I love you, Teo. But I love our son more. He is the most precious thing in this world to me. And as much as he needs a father, I won't let you hurt him. It would be better for him not to know his father than to know him and have his heart broken.
Wait, who? I'm not gonna hurt him. All right, I won't do that. I'm not gonna hurt our son just because we made a few mistakes, right?
Do you think that our marriage was a mistake? You've seen him. Do you think that Max was a mistake?
Of course not.
Then what? Then what now, Teo? What is to become of our son and me?
I don't know. Look, I have to think about this, all right? I mean, I have to process all this stuff. I'll tell you one thing, all right? I give you my word, I won't hurt him.
We'll be waiting.
Well, we just hit the jackpot. Palmer's registered at the Park Tower Hotel in New York City.
New York? Again?
If Dixie were on her deathbed, wild horses couldn't drag me away. But her condition is no longer critical. She's receiving optimum care. Bribery will get you nowhere.
Well, it wasn't my intention to offend, really. We're both men of the world. I thought we could reach a meeting in the minds. I am a senior member of the board of Pine Valley Hospital, and such, I carry quite a bit of clout.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'll leave the paper-pushing bureaucracy to Joe Martin.
Well, there must be something I can do.
Well, I wouldn't object to having my hospital privileges reinstated. As chief of cardiology, full salary, retroactive to my resignation.
Consider it done.
Good. And consider me gone. I've neglected my patients back in Pine Valley far too long. If Dixie needs me, I'm a phone call away. I'll let the doctors know.
I have given my personal best on every single day that I've been married to every single man in my life. And what do I have to show for it?
Excuse me? A fabulous daughter, endless romance, and alimony up the yin-yang, Missy.
Oh, wait a minute. We can't be that hard on Erica here, okay? She's just out there looking for the same happily ever after we're all chasing after. When somebody's brave enough to put their heart on the chopping block, the last thing they want or expect is to have it handed back to them as mincemeat.
Looks like this boy's had his heart broken for the last time.
Well, you got that right. From here on out, I am a free agent playing the field, a boy who just wants to have fun.
Let's discuss that.
Do I have your number?
Demon.
Your son, Teo. Your son, Max. Your son. But I couldn't promise you children. Our son. You should have children. You'd be a wonderful father. Our son.
If I become Max's father, Liza.
You always wanted children. You said that if we made a baby, it would be God's will. What's to become of our son and me?
Max is what they call me. My real name is Mateo.
We'll be waiting.
What am I gonna tell Haley?
Mateo, what's wrong?
So, what'd you think? Ooh, I still have the touch. Bye-bye. It's been nice getting to know you.